Alright, guys, don't mind the noise in the background, but I'm bringing one last video. I believe so. If there's another one, I'll do it, but I believe so. This is the only news we've gotten so far. So I'm bringing you guys with Conor versus Dustin. My final actual, not my final. I'm probably gonna change my mind, but I've explained it really bad the last time, and it made me sound like a bandwagon. Like just because Dustin won, I'm not gonna cheer for Conor, but that is also true because I think Joe Rogan said it once. Say me and one of you fight, I beat you convincingly. The next time we fight, I'm gonna be the favorite, because I won last time. So that kind of plays a factor. But let's get into it. Conor hasn't been active in MMA, and he fights like one time a year. That definitely plays a factor in his accuracy and just he's very experienced, so like it's just activity will help him a lot. And his striking looked okay in the first round, actually looked really good. As the fight went on and with the calf kicks, his striking looked a bit off. Obviously it was compromised, but Dustin had a brilliant performance. And we see now, even probably not the best technique and taking someone down, still works against Conor. I believe Dustin wrapped one hand against Conor's leg and then another hand against his back and then took him down. Just drove and then took him down. Like, I don't think that works against any other fighter. So the wrestling definitely is there. If Dustin tries or not, if Dustin uses the best technique or not, the wrestling is there. The grappling, he's a black belt. Dustin Poirier, he's very good on the ground. Probably not Charles Oliveira type of good on the ground, but he's definitely very good and he knows what he's doing on the ground. And let's go back to the thing that we're talking about, how if one of us fights and we fight again, I'm gonna be the favorite, because I beat you. But with the calf kicks, I'm gonna try to explain this very good. With the calf kicks, we have seen Amanda Nunes, Pedro Munoz. No. Pedro Munoz was, the victim of calf kicks. Okay, guys, so here, I don't know what I was talking about. My mind just went blank, but I'm talking about Jimmy Rivera versus Pedro Munoz. Pedro Munoz threw a lot of calf kicks, and Jimmy Rivera took calf kicks all night long. So, yeah, I'm talking about that right here. I don't know what I was talking about, so, yeah. My mind just went a bit blank. Dustin Poirier, I would love to see Edson Barboza go to the calf kicks. Very dangerous fighter, but the calf kicks have taken over the sport. You don't have to be the best leg kicker. You just have to go to the calves and you'll compromise your opponent. Up to this point, we haven't seen anyone counter the calf kicks and shown that you could win against a calf kicker when you're compromised. Jimmy Rivera took up Pedro Munoz and Jimmy Rivera. Okay, that was the fight I'm talking about. Pedro Munoz went to the calf of Jimmy Rivera over and over in their fight. Jimmy Rivera didn't look definitely like he was done. Like his leg was completely done. He was still walking pretty good. He's moving really good. His strikes were still looking very accurate. But it does take a toll on you. But Jimmy Rivera took a lot of them. I think that has been the closest fighter to ever, shown that he could withstand a lot of calf kicks. But any other fight, you look at the Conor fight and Dustin tore Conor's leg apart. So that's what I'm saying. Up to this point, no one has given us a clear view of the calf kick being countered and being not as dangerous. Does that make sense? So it doesn't really make sense for us to say the leg kicks and the calf kicks won't work against Conor again. Sorry guys. So like I was saying, so it doesn't make sense for us to say that Conor is going to do exceptional great work, gonna look fantastic, gonna look the best we've ever seen him in this third fight against Dustin, because we've seen what Dustin can do. We've seen what the Calf King can do to fighters. We haven't seen anyone counter them. So my point from my last video was, until someone can show us that the calf kick can be countered and can show us a style that works very effectively against calf kickers, it doesn't really make sense for us to say that Conor will win against Dustin. Conor looked very good in the first round. He definitely caught Dustin, but Dustin did not go out, and Dustin took him on the chin. So that's my point again. It doesn't make sense for us to say Conor will win when Dustin took the best shots, his best shots of Conor, in the first round. And to be honest, like I'm saying, who has shown us that calf kicks can be useless with a specific style or with a specific move, So that's why I'm betting against Conor. I think Dustin will win because he's shown that his wrestling, even with it not being the best in the world or the best in the division, still works against Conor. Conor is very, easy to take down. And with the calf kicks, we don't know what if Conor goes to the calf of Dustin. What's gonna happen then? So we really have to wait and see what Conor brings out. He said he's gonna bring out a new style, a new stance. A lot of people have critiqued him for having a stance that is very vulnerable to calf kicks, to leg kicks. So the point that I was trying to make in my last prediction for this third fight was, until someone can show us that they could fight well against calf kicks, I don't really believe Conor has a chance against Dustin. And we really have to wait and see what Conor brings out. On fight night, we will see truly what Conor is made out of, and if his team have come up with a specific stance or specific, like I said, move to counter calf kicks. But other than that, if Conor wins against Dustin and can deal with the calf kicks and can deal with the wrestling, now we can say Conor will deal well with Dustin again, or Dan Hooker, good leg kickers, good calf kickers. But why? Why will we side with Conor if Conor wins against Dustin? Because we're going to see how he deals with it this time, now knowing what it can do to you, So yeah, guys, I hope this makes sense. I hope you guys liked the video. I've got Dustin, probably. It's not going the distance. Probably, fourth round KO or submission. It's hard to say. Probably a submission. I'm not even lying to you guys, because Conor has shown he's very vulnerable to submissions. And with the calf kicks also, he's very vulnerable to them. Everyone is. I see Dustin winning any way he wants. Probably not knockout again, because Conor's going to be switched on, like he says, and more focused and more aware of what can happen. But I do think the leg kicks will get battered again, and the wrestling is going to play a factor in this fight again. I'm not going to say too much because I don't want to jinx myself, but hopefully I'm going to be able to go to this fight live. I hope you guys liked the video, and peace out, guys.